1. I used to mock my husband for baking cookies and driving a compact car, said real men didn't hum Taylor Swift or Nido on Sundays. Now I'm 42, alone, and watching him build a new life with someone 10 times happier to have the version of him I tried to erase. And the worst part? Our daughter agrees with him. The music thing became a bigger issue when Chloe's friends were over one day, and he started singing along to some pop song that was playing. These teenage girls were giggling and acting like it was so cute that he knew all the words, and I just couldn't take it anymore. After they left, I told him straight up that grown men don't memorize songs by 20-year-old pop stars. He got defensive and started explaining how he just liked good music regardless of who made it, but I shut that down real quick. There's a difference between appreciating music and knowing every word to songs that were written for teenage girls. The car situation got worse because our neighbors started commenting on it, not in a mean way, but in that fake nice way that's somehow worse. Oh, Landon's so practical with that little car, or your husband is so environmentally conscious. These women were clearly talking about him behind our backs, probably wondering why a grown man drives around in something that looks like a toy. When I brought this up to him, he acted like I was being paranoid, but I could see it in their faces every time he pulled into the driveway. What really started getting under my skin was how he handled any kind of conflict. There was this incident at a restaurant where our server was obviously having a bad day and was being pretty rude to both of us, nothing terrible, just attitude, slow service, and that eye-rolling thing servers do when they think you're being demanding. Any normal man would have said something or asked for a manager, but Landon just kept making excuses for her and leaving a huge tip like that was going to solve anything. When I pointed out that he let people walk all over him, he said he preferred to choose his battles. Choose his battles? The man never fought any battles. I started comparing him to other husbands more openly, not to be cruel, but to give him examples of what normal masculine behavior looked like. Sarah's husband would never let someone disrespect his family in a restaurant. My brother-in-law actually has hobbies that make sense for a grown man. My friend Lisa's husband drives a truck that commands respect instead of looking like he borrowed it from his teenager. These weren't unreasonable standards, they were just normal expectations for how men should behave. But instead of taking these comparisons as motivation to improve himself, Landon started getting quiet and withdrawn. He'd just nod when I'd point out these things, but I could tell he wasn't really listening. It was like he was tuning me out, which frustrated me even more because how was he supposed to grow if he wouldn't even engage with the feedback I was giving him? The night everything exploded was so stupid and avoidable that it still makes me angry. We were out with another couple at this local bar, nothing fancy, just trying to have a normal evening. This drunk guy started hassling our friends, being loud and obnoxious, getting in people's faces for no reason, the kind of situation where any normal man would step up and handle things before they got out of hand. But what does Landon do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This drunk idiot is practically shoving people around, calling names, making everyone uncomfortable, and my husband just sits there with this calm expression like he's watching a movie instead of living in real life. When the guy finally gets in Landon's face, directly pushing him and calling him names I won't repeat, I thought, finally he's going to show some backbone. Instead, Landon just smiled at this loser and said something about hoping he gets home safely, then he walked away.